Yo, what is going on? It's Sawk here. Today I'm bringing you guys my PCL Week 3 Team Builder versus JB West and his Colorada Bouffalants. Be sure to check him out. His link is one of the top links down in the description below. It will show off him. He does live comms, so be sure to check him out. Just like we played Dark Double last week, he does his live comms. So this week we do have, like I said, the Bouffalants, and his team does consist of Necrozma, Suicune, Galvantula, Donphan, Komala, Meganium, Crobat, Z Salamence, Tyranitar, Chandelure, and Mega Mawile. So going into this, I had to question if I wanted to do any trades and transactions before this, but as I'm going to push that off to a later date. But first thing I noticed on this team was originally I had a spike stacking Roserade on this spot. However, this left me way too weak to Crobat because it gets some crazy good coverage against my team. Something like Giga Drain, HP Ice, and like Fire Move destroyed me. Or something like Flying, Fire, Grass, Ice literally 6-0'd my entire team. So I kind of had to dish spike stacking in order to make sure I had a reliable answer in Mixtape. Now, Volt Switch is there just for priority, not priority, for momentum, of course. And it also gives me a nice, super effective hit on that Crobat. Dark Pulse is to hit Chandelure, so I'm not just set up bait for Chandelure if it has like Calm Mind or something like that. And Will-O-Wisp is there in case Tyranitar wants to stay in case it's a physical Crobat, in case I want to burn Mence, Komala, Donphan, if I want to burn a physical Necrozma, but this is Rotom Heat. Now, this is a very interesting EV spread. So, 28 defense plus max HP means I'm never 2-hit KO'd by Mega Mawile's Play Rough, even if it's max attack, adamant, neutral. The 156 Spadef is to a little bit left over. The 68 speed is to make sure I outspeed Mega Mawile, unless it's Jolly, and if it's Jolly it does even less, and so I can Will-O-Wisp that. The Spadef is just there to get boosted to help me check Chandelure and a special Crobat, and the 4 in special attack is because it wouldn't fit into any other one, so I just kind of toss it in there. I'm like, hey, it works, I'll take it. So next up on the team, we do have Squeezy, the Gastrodon. Actually, come here. There you go. There you go, Squeezy. Nice and blue Gastrodon. Protect, Recover, Scald, Ice Beam. Just a generic set, help me check the Mence, because I am stupid scared of that, and I really don't want to get 6-0'd by it. Something about Dragon-type 6-0'ing me is a kind of a theme. But I digress. So Protect, Recover, Scald. Scald to get burns, and Ice Beam to hit quad effective on that Mence. Next up here, we do have Portland, the Crawdon, to Darkinium Z, again, Dragonance, Knockoff, Aquajet, Crabhammer. This set's just good. 200 speed to make sure I can outpace a Mega Mawile, because I believe it only has 50 base speed. I can outspeed Adamant Mega Mawile with this, and if he's Adamant Mega Mawile, like I said, I have speed, and if he's Jolly, then I have Rotom Heat, and it does not a lot to it. So yeah, this is just a good win con. Darkinium Z, just nuke something. It's really, really nice because if I want to nuke something like a Tyranitar that wants to come on in, I can get some nice damage off. I can Aqua Jet / Crabhammer it, and it drops. Next up here, we do have Earth Plate, Garchomp, the Aries, Swords Dance, Brick Break, Crunch, and Earthquake. Now, Earth Plate, Earthquake, funny enough, does a lot of damage, and this speed is to outspeed base 100, such as the Mence. Swords Dance and Crunch also hit Necrozma. It makes me a very viable set-up sweeper late game, or I can set it up early game depending on what I want to do. Next up here, we do have my Suicune answer, and this is probably one of the best sets I've made in a little bit. I have Drain Punch, Toxic, Taunt, and Roar on Beware. This speed is to make sure I outspeed Suicune, I believe. No, it's to outspeed. I have like a lot of things specifically, because he has a very slow team. So I did this to outspeed a no-speed Suicune by a couple points. With 252 HP, gives me an odd number, and the 282 Careful Nature on Spadef means he has to be at +5 in order to Oko me, and I can go for the Roar as soon as I see it starts up its second Calm Mind. So like I said, leftovers, Taunt, Toxic means I can taunt it once it's done. I can Toxic if it doesn't have a sub up, and if it is sub, I can just Roar that out. Drain Punch is the stare for stab in case I want to get some recovery back. And last but certainly not least, we have Hater, the Genesect. U-Turn, Extreme Speed, Iron Head, and Ice Beam. Hasty Nature, with the 252 attack just for maximum damage, and the 272 speed is to outspeed anything under Ments. Now, U-turn Ironhead, just good stab coverage, extreme speed's priority in case something were to get too set up, and Ice Beam is for the Ments. I am very scared of the Ments if you haven't noticed, because it tears a hole through my team, especially in my mock battles. But in the mock battles, the biggest thing I learned was Crobats and Mentses are very, very scary Pokemon. But with that, I digress. I think I'm out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the game. Hopefully we can up and go 2-1 on the season instead of dropping to 1-2. That'd be awesome. Share supporting the video if you liked it. Comment down below which Pokemon you think is going to be the MVP. I'm going to try to start doing this out. What you guys think is going to be going on in this next game. With that, I'm out for the day. Peace out, Scouts.